Comic book fans are an assorted bundle, yet they all share one dream, practically speaking: to create superpowers. At that point, use them to ward off a zombie apocalypse.
Bullet immunity! You have bullet immunity!
Some real-life creatures have powers that would make even Superman jealous. Don't believe us? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out about it. You're watching the Top 10 World, and in today's video, we'll take a look at the top 10 amazing animals with wild superpowers. 10. Frozen Froggy. First on our rundown of creatures with fortunate forces is the apparently guiltless wood frog, rarest sylvatica. This little jumper's persona is pretty much as boring as Clark Kent. It lives in North America, up into the Arctic Circle. The greater part of its days are spent doing frog things like bouncing and climbing. Not a lot of interest here. Until obviously the principal indication of freeze comes into the picture. When these folks discover their skin feeling the sting of genuine cold, they freeze. The water in their bodies turns to ice, while the syrup-like fluid inside their cells stays gooey. In every practical sense, a wood frog in winter mirrors a dead frog. No organ work, no breath. But in the spring, the ice melts and the wood frog's blood begins circulating. The frog starts functioning about 30 minutes after the ice melts. No harm done. 9. Manta Shrimp. Manta shrimp are unbelievable little beings. They're delightful and rainbow-hued. However, their looks aren't what got them on this rundown. This little shrimp has groundbreaking spring-stacked arms that can convey a punch that approaches the power and speed of a .22 caliber bullet. Let that hit home briefly. That's right, a .22 type shot punch from a strict shrimp. They have been known to execute hunters a lot bigger than themselves and can punch murder crabs and octopi. Furthermore, as though the super strength punches weren't sufficient, the manta shrimp can likewise apparently see each other and every tone, counting bright. That is on the grounds that they have 16 sorts of color-receptive cones to place things into point of view for you. Humans just have 3. 8. Super Spider. There's a reason behind why Spider-Man makes for a preferred superhuman over, say, Golden Retriever Man. Nothing against our canine companions. However, bugs have the high ground, or rather leg, with regards to wonderful natural capacities and stunts. All things considered, it's not actually a superpower to turn over and play dead. Creating monster networks of incredibly solid silk to trap adversaries, that is exactly what Darwin's bark arachnid does. These types of bugs weave colossal networks that length across waterways with anchor strands up to 82 feet in length. A particularly noteworthy web will not do any great, in any case, on the off chance that it self-destructs when an organic product fly wheezes on it. 7. The reluctant superhero. Tardigradus. In any case, referred to considerably more lovely as water bears or stout little creatures, about a quarter to a large portion of a millimeter long. Indeed, they even have their own special phylum. So what makes these minuscule, calm folks so super? While they don't care for outrageous environments, they're incredibly versatile to the craziest conditions on Earth. They can endure pressures in excess of multiple times those found in the deepest sea. We're not simply talking bubbling temperatures, we're talking water bears enduring 300-degree Fahrenheit water. Their greatest achievement? Tardigradus can make do in space, a spot not known for its plentiful life. 6. Worm its way back. Nothing shouts hero like recovering body parts. It's a cooler aspect regarding characters like Wolverine and Deadpool. Your head is beat to mash by the Hulk, develop it back as of now. Furthermore, it's not simply the stuff of comic book dreams. The Planarian is an innocent-looking flatworm that lives in waterways around the world. In any case, don't excuse this squirmer as nothing exceptional, since in such a case that you were to remove any piece of the Planarian or split it down the center, cut it into pieces or some other mix, each piece of it recovers into a totally different Planarian. Before moving on to the next point, we have a little challenge for you. Let's see how many of you are aggressive enough to kill that like button. Best of luck. 5. Spit Takedown. The cyclops of the Piscine world, an archerfish can target and chase an adversary with genuine accuracy. What's so unprecedented about a spitting fish? Think about this. The archerfish hangs out at the outside of the waterway and is gazing towards a creepy crawly over the water. The archerfish needs to, by one way or another, make up for the refraction of the water and the point it's taking shots at, since the fish don't hang out straightforwardly under their prey. An archerfish has an arguably less elegant weapon of choice, a finely aimed stream of spit-out water that can take down villains. 4. The brawniest animal is a beetle. No rundown of superheroes would be finished without an illustration of sheer savage strength, similar to the Hulk's protruding muscles tearing through his shirts, or on the other hand, maybe your psych leaps to the unmatched sturdiness of the male-horned manure bug Onthophagus taurus. Well, maybe it should, because the dung beetle is actually the strongest animal in the whole dang world, able to pull 1,140 times its own body weight. And I can't even do a pull-up. 3. Octopus. Look no further than Thor's nemesis, the shapeshifter Loki, as the doppelganger for our next superpowered animal, and to call this tricky sea creature a clone is right on. The copy octopus. Thalammoctopus mimicus was first discovered in the last part of the 1990s, where they live on dim ocean bottoms around Indonesia and the Great Barrier Reef. Also, how about we make one thing straight? Many individuals from the octopus family change tones or even skin surface to avert hunters and chase. Be that as it may, no other octopus other than the copy really imitates a wide assortment of ocean life to frighten off threat. From ocean snakes to lionfish, the copy takes on toxic personas to keep foes under control. 2. Naked mole rat. The stunning naked mole rat, a heterocephalous globber, is a creature with a superpower-resistant framework, was named Vertebrate of the Year in 2013 by Science magazine. Presently, don't be too shocked if you missed out to a mouse-sized, smooth, buck-toothed contender. These startling-looking animals especially deserve the honor. Rather than resistance to radiation or injury, the bear mole rodent is by all accounts immune to cancer. Furthermore, their superpower makes them a shelter to researchers frantic to find out about the infection and what it means for people. 1. The hairy bone breaker. We typically don't prefer to have repetition in our countdowns, yet this frog, Trichobatrachus robustus, also called a bushy frog, has the right to impart space into other hero creatures. The male bristly frog is horrifyingly terrible and sprouts hair-like strings of skin and veins during mating season, since the women love that. His superpower is an equivalent amount of upsetting and great, at the point where, undermined, the frog can penetrate paws out of his toe cushions, much the same as Wolverine. Rather than feline or canine paws made of keratin, the bristly frog's hooks are bone. All the more stunningly, the frog seems to need to break the bones of its toes to push the hook out. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos in the future. Also, hit the bell icon to stay up to date and be the first one to watch our latest videos. Let us know in the comment box below if you have any suggestions for our future videos.